This is the key to unlimited leads in 2024. I am not kidding when I say this. This is the best method that I have found ever. I am not joking when I say that this is the most powerful method I have ever seen. I've never seen any method that is more time effective and cost effective than this. When you combine the two together, you have this. Every other software and solution that I've seen for getting leads for your agency, basically in 2024 up until now over the past 10 years, costs a lot of money or is extremely time consuming, taking up your time, which instead of lead sourcing you should be spending running the agency. You could either hire a VA in the Philippines for $4 an hour and get them to lead source for you. You could hire a software to do it for you. You are hiring the code in that software to give you leverage. But the most important thing here is that it is absolutely free and it's more effective than anything that is paid. You could pay for a software to go out there and lead source for you, but the problem is you're going to be actively recurring for that software, and if you don't close any clients because your back end isn't good or your service delivery isn't good, then you are going in the hole paying for a software that costs you $99 a month, right? So in a year you're paying $1,000. Over a decade you're paying $10,000 for this lead sourcing software when it's not even that good in comparison to this. This is completely free. You don't need to pay anything for it. And if you think about it over a decade, you could be watching this video saving yourself, $10,000 because this is completely free. And the alternatives, the best alternative is a software which costs $99 a month. So what would you rather do here? Would you rather watch this video and save yourself $10,000 over the next 10 years, providing that we are in the agency game for long term? And in order to win in the agency game, you need to be in the industry for long term. So you either save yourself $10,000 or you watch this video and you stop scrolling on TikTok and you get some attention span and you watch. That sounds like I'm attacking you, but this is for your own self-interest. So I'm not attacking you, I'm attacking your monkey brain that watches TikTok. And I have a monkey brain, but I've got control of my monkey brain. So control your monkey brain, get it under control, sit down, get your cookies. This is the video you want to be watching. The alternative is hiring a VA. The alternative is getting a software, but both of them cost. Obviously hiring a VA is cheap. You could do $4 an hour, do them maybe 20 hours a week, and there you go. And maybe they get you 100 leads per hour. Let's say if they are medium, obviously the more leads they can get you per hour, the more you're going to be paying. So overall, with that in mind, this is the way forward. So let's look at the options here. You can either hire a VA or use a software. When you hire a VA, you're paying $4 an hour for maybe 100 leads if they're medium. Obviously, if they get you 200 leads per hour, you're going to have to pay more because they're good at what they do. You're going to be paying a premium, right? That's obvious. So you could be getting 100 leads per hour by doing that. Whereas this is even more than that. And they don't cost. And they, like people from the Philippines, just quit on you all the time. They may, sure, you can get some good people, but they're a needle in a haystack. You could get, I know people who have had so many nightmare experiences with hiring VAs from the Philippines. What happens is you hire them and then a week later they quit or they just get unwell or blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. They just are ineffective. And there's nothing against people from the Philippines. It's just that that's the average case when you're paying someone $4 an hour. You can get the good one. You need to do some work, but still, again, that's going to take time. The point of this is that it's extremely time efficient. It doesn't take much time. You can, and money as well. This is out of everything, this is the most time efficient way. In terms of hiring VAs, you have to train them. You have to pray that they don't leave like the average Philippines VA. And this isn't, like I said, anything against VAs, but they often do. And then you've got to find the VA that doesn't leave you. And then you've got to pay them. Or with softwares, you've got to pay them $99. The problem with that is that everybody that is using softwares for their lead sourcing for their agency is using the exact same software. So if you use the same software as like someone else who is both you and another agency owner who are targeting med spas, if you use that software, other software owner be scraping the same leads as you and therefore outreaching to the same leads as you. Can you see the problem there? Imagine if you are a med spa owner on the receiving end of these messages, you are going to receive a message from two agency owners because they are both using the same software, therefore they are outreaching to the same business owner twice. So at that point, you are now competing against the exact same agency owners who are in your space for the same client or potential client, right? You better hope that your service and offer is the best. Otherwise, you're just not going to be able to compete. And with the amount of people that are using these softwares and the amount of people that are in each space, med spas and places like lawyers and all that stuff, you're going to be competing against them. The amount of agency owners who are all servicing globally med spas is massive. And the amount of people that use each software is massive too. So you are easily competing against hundreds or even thousands of other agency owners who use softwares. Whereas with this is new, this is 2024, updated. I don't know many people that are doing this. there obviously is people doing this, but not many. And this is truly unlimited leads in 2024. Let's get into it. Okay, so this completely bypasses the fact that the majority of agencies are outreaching to millions of people per day. There is millions of agencies reaching out to millions of potential clients. This completely bypasses it because they are used to, well, all these agencies that you're reaching out through using softwares have been overexposed to agencies reaching out to them. They are being bombarded every single day. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a filter on their Gmail that blocks out every single email that's from an agency. They want to use that email for customers and doing potential business deals. Obviously, this is a business deal, but not from agencies in their local area, let's say. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. So by doing this, you are bypassing everybody that is being outreached to. You are removing all of the potential clients that are being outreached to using these softwares, and you're using brand new leads that have never been outreached to, potentially maybe one or two, but they aren't saturated. As in, these business owners are now numb. They do not work in terms of the outreach that is going to them. That if they receive an agency offer, they delete it. Receive an agency offer, delete it. They are now cold. They are now basically unqualified, really, because they've been completely bombarded. They are now unqualified. They are not going to open the email that we send them. So what we need to do here is, by using this method, we are finding qualified people who have never been outreached before. Obviously, maybe once or twice, but fingers crossed they've never been outreached to before. They are brand new. They're smoking hot. Sounds weird. In the context of outreach, it makes sense. Smoking hot. And the iron is just, oh my goodness, you could strike the iron. It is hot and you will get a response. That is what we're looking for here. And that is exactly what this lead sourcing method provides. Hopefully you can see my screen here. This is what we're going to be pulling up. We're going to be pulling up the company, the phone number, the email, and the website, formatted exactly like this in a spreadsheet. This is the final product and what we're going to end up with after we follow the step-by-step guide. So what we're going to be doing is dragging this out. We can see the company name, phone number, the email, and the website. The reason why we want the website is so that we can check it out if we want to make any final adjustments when we call them and when we cold email. If there's anything we want to specifically note about their website, you could use some automated looms as well to look at their website as you explain. If you have the website in the background with your automated loom, it looks personalized, right? So you could do mass personalized automated looms. You could do that with this website here. You have the email. Obviously, that's how you're going to do outreach to them. Phone number, you could combine maybe an AI cold calling software and a email outreach here, which is perfect. And then obviously the company name is self-explanatory. We need to know the company name so we can insert it in headers, stuff like that. If we want to make it personalized in the automated sections, like never do anything that is not automated. You could do manual cold calling by doing this. It's up to you, but you're going to get better results by spending the time that you would spend cold calling, learning how to do automated cold calling. So here we've got everything listed, and this can keep going on, right? The reason why it's up to 34, 33 in total is that's as much as I did, right? So I could choose for it to be more, unlimited, which is the title of this video. This is what the final result will be, and it is just going to be endless. If I stretch this out, like, you could literally have this just or as far down as you want, it can go. It just depends on how much you want to do. This is the final result. Let's get into exactly how we do it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. Say, for example, if you are in the med spa niche and you wanted to get clients from the med spa niche, here is exactly what you would do. You would go to Google, you would type in med spa, and then you will put these quotation marks around gmail@gmail.com, and then you will finish the quotation marks. And what this is going to do is it's going to find med spas with @gmail.com in their website. So what we're doing is we're scanning the entire internet. Google is a search engine for the entire internet. Google is not the internet. So what we are using is Google is a filter system to go through the entire internet. Every single website in existence is being searched here. You are typing med spa and then putting @google.com with the quotation marks around it, and then we're going to hit enter. What's going to do here is we're going to search through 9,600,220,000 results. So that's how many med spas that have @gmail.com in their name. What you can do is you can scroll down here, and every single website that you can see here, for example, Skin Med Spa, they have their Gmail listed, their company, and their Gmail. This is Meet the Providers, Reawaken Med Spa in Shelby. Do you ever want to go to Shelby? I don't, but these guys are in Shelby. So if you want to go to med spas, you know where to go. So you can go down, you have the Glow Skin Med Bar, the @Glow Skin Med Bar, we've got their phone number. It looks like they're in Vienna. It goes on. It's endless. Let's just keep going here, right? It's not endless on this page, but here we go. We've reached a bottom here. So what we can do when we go to the top is we can put a space bar and 2. And what this has done is it's loaded the second page for med spas. And I think you know where this is going, right? Let's go to the bottom here to prove my point once more. There you go. We've reached the bottom. Let's change it to number 3. And would you look at that? It keeps going and going and going and going. Let's take this to extreme and do 30,000. it keeps going. We've got more med spas. This is how you get unlimited leads, right? You are constantly searching through every single page for it. Let's do 3 million. Hang on, that's 300,000. Let's do 3 million. And there we go. It keeps going. We have more med spas. And this is the exact process for getting unlimited leads. It's all well and good having all this information, but how are we exactly going to get this formatted in a spreadsheet, right? We've got all this information. It's been given to us on a silver platter. Unlimited information, like I've already proven. What can we do now? That's where we're going to go back to page 1. We're going to select all the information on this page through hitting Control A on your keyboard. Pretty self-explanatory. We are then going to copy everything that's been highlighted, and we're going to press Control C. We're going to come to ChatGPT. We're going to then copy and paste. We're going to say to ChatGPT, let's refresh this to get a fresh chat, just to prove my point. We're going to then ask ChatGPT, I've got it written down here, the exact wording that we need to phrase for ChatGPT. Remember that with ChatGPT, it's more about how you prompt ChatGPT than how ChatGPT responds to you. So more often than not, if ChatGPT isn't doing what you want it to do, you are the problem rather than ChatGPT being the problem. Maybe it just doesn't have the functionality, but remember, what you ask ChatGPT to do is what you need to do. So you need to get good at asking ChatGPT exactly a way that gets ChatGPT to understand what you want it to do, right? You need to get good at prompting. I can make a whole video about that, but just letting you know. So what we can do here is type format this data into a CSV with company, phone, email, website, and Instagram. This is giving ChatGPT the instruction, so it now knows that whatever I type next, I want it to format into a CSV with the company, phone, email, website, and Instagram. It now knows that. We're going to do the same thing again, Control A, Control C, plug that into ChatGPT as we go. And lovely, we've got all the information written here. ChatGPT below this, I've just scrolling up, is writing it out for us. This is messy. We want it to be formatted, right? We don't want this mess. This is horrible in terms of all the information. Like, what are you gonna do with this? You're not gonna do anything, right, with this information. So what we want to do is we want to finish. We'll let ChatGPT finish doing what it's doing, and we're gonna then copy it into a notepad. And we can continue generating if we really want. Obviously, there's a limit to it. But we're going to copy it. We're going to take it into a notepad. Let's open up a new notepad here. We're going to copy and paste this. We're then going to save it. This is how your spreadsheet should look. We are using Google Sheets for this. I used a notepad to copy and paste it onto. But because I am on Windows, it will look slightly different but on Mac. But use the general idea. Apply it to Mac if you're on Linux. I don't even know if that's how you say it. You need help if you're on there. But if not, and you're on Windows or Mac, you're good. Let's go ahead and import it. We're going to then find the file. We're going to search up MedSpa. We've found the file. We're going to drag it in. We're going to import the data, creating a new spreadsheet. We're going to import the data. We're going to open it now. And what this has done is it has plugged in the exact data that we had from this sheet here, which was just a mess. It was chaotic. And what it's done, it has condensed it down into a spreadsheet. Nice and easy for us to just run through, format the data, even get a VA to do this for us. But here we go. It's all formatted for us, just like that. MedSpa, phone, email, Instagram, website. Lovely jubbly. Let's go and test. Well, for example, it has only done the MedSpa. Instagrams if it was available, right? So if they didn't have an Instagram listed on their website, guess what? The formatting doesn't get put in there, as in you don't get their Instagram if they don't have one, which is brilliant. It literally puts their app for us. ChatGPT is amazing, right? All these websites here didn't have Instagram. Obviously these ones did, and there you go. You have it. You can send them a DM if you want to. You can go and annoy them even more with your outreach. So the point is here is that we have their phone number and email. The main thing that we're going to be looking for here is their email, literally listed out like this, and this can be taken to the extreme. You could do this with 10,000, 100,000, a million different med spas. We've only done 35 here, but you could hire a VA. You could do it yourself manually if you have the time. If you are just starting and your time isn't worth much, you could go ahead and you could do this. But if it is worth something and you're worth like more than, I'd say, $20 an hour in terms of your agency, and you've just got better things to do, you could go ahead and hire a VA and they'll do all the work for you. You can take this as far or as little as you want, right? If you want to do 100 outreaches per day, maybe across their Instagram and phone number, and email, and you want to hit all 3 verticals, great, you can do that. If you want to do 1,000 per day, great, you can do that. Take this as far or as little as you want to take this. You could get a VA to scale this up for you, you know, to the big leagues. You could take this to 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 per day if you really wanted to. But obviously it's going to take work. This is extremely scalable and by far the best option for lead sourcing in 2024 in comparison to getting some VA to scour the internet or to get a software which is going to cost you $99 a month. This is by far the best way of doing it in terms of finding you the Instagram, finding you the email, finding you the website. These softwares can't do that. They can only find their email, and some of them don't even offer the option to find their Instagram, whereas this does, completely for free. Not only is this good for med spas, you could literally do any niche if you wanted to. Say for example, if you were in the lawyer space, you could put lawyer here, and now you have lawyers with their emails linked there that you can outreach to them. Say for example, if, where else could you be? What niche? Dentist? There you go. Now you have Gmails of dental care. You can do, instead of dentist, dental care. So my point is with this is that you can use this for any niche that you are in. It doesn't matter if you're doing med spas or dentistries, you have this covered, as in you can use this for your agency. Apart from that, you can use this for phone number, as in you can find their exact phone number by doing this, and what you can do is you can extract the information by using the word phone, and what that will do is it will scan down here and find all the phone numbers that are related to this. Or I just thought of something, you can do 079, which is the phone number for the UK, and what this will do is only give you phone numbers that are for dentistries with 079 in them. Obviously you can get some scientific studies, so you want to be careful to filter that out, but that's just an example that I came up with on the spot. You can take out this word here in the brackets and put literally anything. This will search for exactly what you want. So if you could go here and type in Instagram, here we go. We've got Instagrams for dentists here, and the odds are if they scan the websites, it will come up with their username. Let's do this here. So let's highlight everything. Let's go to ChatGPT. Let's delete that. Let's make a new one. Let's say format this data into a CSV with Instagram handles, and it's going to say thank you very much, I will be sure to do that as soon as you paste it in. Now Instagram and now ChatGPT is just waiting for us to copy and paste it in. Let's go back here, let's copy and paste the search for dental care Instagrams. Let's copy and paste that, and here we go, boom shakalaka, we have the Instagrams for dental care. It's literally written out like that, which is incredible. If you think about it, well, this is insane, isn't it? Right? That you could easily do this. And then let's go to page 2, just as an example here. Let's copy and paste it. Let's paste that. Here we go. Format this data into a CSV with Instagram handles. Okay, cool. So it's formatting the data into it, and let's see if it's different. So the Instagram handle is this here. Sometimes they can get it wrong, maybe, but really it shouldn't make any mistakes. Obviously, you will see if it makes mistakes when you're doing the outreach and you're typing in the Instagram and it doesn't come up, or if you're using an automation, you'll just get an error, and the ones are correct, it will just go through and do. So if we look at the top here, it was Newcastle Dental Care, Newcastle Dental Care. Let's go up and let's find the previous CSV format, and there we go. It's different, right? Sky Dental Clinic, right? So it's different. So what we've done here is we've gone from page 1 of Google search to page 2 for dental care, and now we've plugged it in. ChatGPT has given us different results, and what we can do is the same thing that we did last time. We can copy it, we can save it to a CSV, and we can go from there, and we can upload it into a sheet. And what eventually we would end up having is, if we went back to MedSpa, we would end up with a CSV that is completely full of potential warm leads, because remember how I said earlier, these people most likely haven't been bombarded yet with agency owners looking to service them. They aren't numb to them, whereas these agencies, these leads that you're going to get from these softwares have been reached out to by millions of agency owners. When I say millions, I'm not joking. So when you go here, there you go, you're good, because every business owner that you outreach to here hasn't been outreached to before, and if they have, it's less. Sure, they could be bundled up into these outreach softwares, sure, but 50% of them, I'd say, are going to be still warm, rather than these cold leads have been outreached to a billion times, and they're just sick of agency owners. If you said to one of these business owners in person, I'm an agency owner, they would probably not want to talk to you. Whereas now, you're going to be outreaching to to business owners who actually want to talk to you, right? That's the best way of putting it. So, I hope you found value in this. This may saturate the niche now. I feel like I shouldn't have made this video because everyone and their nan is going to be doing it, and now I no longer have an edge. But if you appreciate that, me giving away my edge, you now can join the team. This video will probably only get 3 views anyway, so now that you're joining the team, you are now part of the people that are part of this exclusive club that know how to do this. Giving away the secrets, giving away my tactics. If you appreciate that, drop a like. If you're feeling extra fruity, subscribe. That's up to you, not up to me, but you are being forced to like the video. Since you made it through this far, you may as well anyway. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Goodbye.